Hello class and welcome to Branding and Marketing Communications. My name is Ursula Wiefers and I'm going to be your instructor during this semester. So this video that I'm shooting right now, it's going to be capturing the screens of our Moodle class so that you know how to handle it and that you understand how the class is going to be developed. So when you log into My Plymouth and then when you go into your branding and marketing communication class, this is the page where you are going to land. So this above this picture that I have at the top, it's what I will always refer as the class picture. As we scroll down, you will see that the first link is the announcements. So your job is that every time you log into the class, you should click on the announcements link and see what is the latest announcement that I have posted. Usually those announcements by default go to your email. But if by any reason it gets in the junk mail, or if you have way too many emails, your best bet is just to come straight to the class, click on that link, and make sure that you know what's going on. So then I have this title as things you need to do to start working in this class. The first one is to read the syllabus. The second one is watch this video, which is actually what you're watching right now, and then the icebreaker. So let's go to the syllabus. The syllabus is going to specify everything you need to know about the class. Right here on top, you have my email address, my phone number, my Twitter handle, and all the information regarding to the class. If you want to communicate with me, two ways, either email or send me a text. In both cases, please make sure you at least introduce yourself, like who are you, especially over the text, because it's very hard just when you see a number and it's not in my contacts. And then make sure that you identify yourself as a branding student, because I teach other classes and then it will just make it easier. Okay, so on the syllabus, you have to read this document, but I'm just going to go over the parts that are the most important. So you have the course description, the objectives, the commitment for this class. So this class is going to require you to have 3 to 4 hours of class work during the week. We have here the websites that I recommend and that you will see that you're going to end up using. And here is the name of the book that you need to buy for this class. So during this first week, I'm not using the book. So you will be able to do all your work with the resources that I have provided. But it's going to buy you enough time to get your book for next week, because then you are going to start using your book. Then we have here the assignments and the total points, but the part where I want to get to is really the description and the way that grades are going to be calculated. Since this is an online class, all our discussions are going to happen in Moodle. Every week we have a discussion forum, and usually I'm going to give you the sources or your book readings, the information that you need to answer the questions that are going to be posted on the discussion board. So there is deadlines for your answers. Every week on the discussion forum, you need to write one original post and you need to answer at minimum to 2 of your peers. And the original post must be written not later than Wednesday. That is, today is Monday. By Wednesday, you should have your original post written on Moodle. So what happens if you don't? If you don't, first of all, you're going to miss the opportunity to engage with your peers. Number 2, I'm going to read your work. I'm going to provide you feedback. However, you're not going to get credit for it because it's late. So in other words, I do not accept late work. Uh, if you miss those points, my best advice to you is make sure that you interact with your peers more than 2 times to try to make up for those points. However, there is no way that you will achieve 100 points in 1 week if you did not uh, write your original post. So make sure that you have that clear. Then we have exams. There are going to be 2 exams. We have a midterm. The date is already here. It's on April 2nd. And then we have the final that is scheduled already for May 3rd. Another component of the class is journal entries and a reflective essay. All the information for this assignment is posted in Moodle, and we're going to go over it very soon. And then we have our final project, which is going to be built over the duration of our class. So, in other words, you are going to be working on this every week. By the end of the semester, you are going to have everything ready. And as you can see, there are 4 reports that you will be turning in for this project. Then the rest of the syllabus is just policies, deadlines, what I expect from your work, the way that grades are calculated, and all PSU policies that you should know, as well as the course outline. So let's go back to Moodle, and we've gone through the syllabus. The icebreaker activity is just a simple introduction. You're going to click here, and it's going to tell you, introduce yourself, share your major, a personal fact about you. It's just kind of really breaking the ice and getting to know each other. Then, as you scroll down, you will see that you have the class assignments. There's 2 assignments that are scheduled for this class, the agency project and journal entries that you're going to have them in a weekly way. So this is the agency project. Right here, you have all the explanation of what we're going to do. So basically what we're going to do is we are going to come up with a marketing communications campaign for a brand that you're going to pick. So I encourage you to read this document, understand what is it that we're going to do. Maybe right now you don't know what is this, you don't know what's the brand brief, and you don't know what is the creative brief. But you will get all this knowledge throughout the development of the class. However, what I want you to start thinking about is who in the class would you like to work with? So if you work on in a team, it should not be a team that more than 3 to 4 people. If you decide to work on your own, that's totally acceptable. But if you want to work in a group, not more than 4 people. And what I will ask you is to send me an email and let me know the name of the team members so that I can start tracking that. And also start thinking about a brand that you would like to work on this project. So that is very simple, but please make sure you read the entire description of the project so that you can understand what is it that you're going to do. Basically, the project has 3 pieces. There's 3 reports, and they are going to be very short. And then the final one is when you pitch your project to the brand, and that's going to be a video. But all the information is right here on this document. Then the other one is the journal entry and reflective essay. So you're going to write 6 journal entries throughout the duration of the class. In week 1, you have the first one, but you don't have a journal entry every week. It's probably every other week. And then at the end of the semester, you're going to write a reflective essay. So you are going to have to read all this document. And again, if you have any questions, do not hesitate in asking me. So let's go back to the class. you go through these two things, and then you're ready to start with topic 1, which is called Introduction to Branding. And this is the way that I develop the class. By topics, and every topic runs for a week. So our first topic starts today, February 1st, and it finishes on February 7th, next Sunday. You're going to click here where it says Learning Objectives and Assignments, and I'm pretty sure it's open here. And it's going to open on a Spark page. And right here you have the learning objectives for this week, the discussion forum instructions, class instructions, and activities. So basically, if you read this paper, you can then check off, okay, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did all my work for this class. Then you have another link that it's the class lecture. It's not a video, it's nothing long, it's another website that it's going to give you the information that you need to cover for this class. So all you need to do is read this, watch the videos, and with all this information, then you can go back and answer the discussion board. I'm giving you 2 additional readings that you will have to read too. And then you click here on the discussion board and you will have the instructions. When you're ready, click here, follow the instructions, and answer the question. When you answer the discussion board, make sure that it's not about quantity, it's about quality. And I do read every single discussion board, so make sure that you are really putting your best effort to obtain the 50 points that you could initially gain with your original post. The other 2 replies will grant you 25 points each. This does not mean that you will get those points for sure. It all depends on the quality of your work, so make sure that you pay attention to that. And then you have the journal entry. Again, you click on the journal entry, you read the prompt, and then you click here and you start working on your journal entry. So take into account that the journal entry is not graded right away. I'm going to wait till you have 3 journal entries, and the first 3 will be graded on March 7th. However, I do not recommend you to not do them. The better for you is to do your work right away, and then it's ready. You don't have to go back to this. And then you will see the rest of the class. All the class is already here for you. You will realize that sometimes I close other topics because I really rather have students focusing on the current work than just going ahead of time on other topics when there's a lot of information that we still need to cover in the middle. But I think that with this small video, you should be able to start the class. And again, if you have any question, please send me an email and I will address it right away. I'm looking forward to work together this semester, and other than this, good luck and let's do this.